boom, boom. What's up, everybody? They dropped a new Fortnite OG gameplay trailer. We've already did reaction to it. You want to check out the shorts or TikTok or Instagram Reels to see that. We're going to go frame by frame, essentially. For those of you who don't know, the idea behind this Fortnite OG is that they're going to go back in time, and we're going to go piece by piece, season by season until December 3rd. That's what we're going to get here. So Dusty Divot making a return. This is not Dusty Depot, which are the 3 warehouses. But dude, I remember so many fights happening in this little area. This little shop is just created, and then there's like little holes that you can kind of hide into. But so far, so good. I think there's this button I could hit. Okay, that went way too far. So that is going to be that one. Risky Reels looks like it's going to make an awesome comeback as well. They had a, what's the word, infamous quest where you had to open up chests. They better have that tree. I think everything's going to be 1 for 1 when it comes to this, but Risky Reels, a classic place to drop, a very, very sweaty place to drop as well. If you're someone who's new, that's never played this season, this by far is my home. Lazy Links, no doubt, is my home away from home. This is the place that I enjoyed the most. This is where I grinded a lot, and this is where I landed a lot, and this is where you get some good moments coming out of Lazy Links. There's a lot of wide open fields coming out of it, and so this trailer is basically letting you know, like, dude, this is like everything that we have here. Flush Factory, which is, if you're a big Nick A30 fan, that's his home. That's where he liked to land a long time ago, is Flush Factory. And then we have Westworld. Now, for those of you who know, Westworld is where I had a fight with Tfue and Cloaksy. I had Tfue, I think, pinned down behind like a building here for a second. And then I think I was over here, and then I was fighting Tfue, who was over here, and Cloaksy came over here and shot me. It was a solo tournament, and I mean, we had a good battle, dude. You know, I stalemated him because I wasn't gonna fight. Classic, what is this? Lonely Lodge? Yeah, Lonely Lodge, I believe. If I have to get that right. And then they have the, looks like over here in this corner, the shipping containers. If you're watching on TikTok, you won't be able to see it, but on YouTube, you'll be able to see the shipping containers. Very, very, very classic drops. Oh, the motel, dude. The motel's another great spot. Dude, this is what's really good about this trailer. There's so many old school drop spots that people would just remember having battles. And of course, over here, the Starry Nights. And for those of you who know, I played Fortnite since the very beginning, so all this is like right up my alley in terms of like everything that I'm seeing right now is exactly. This is Wailing Woods. Wailing Woods, it's a classic kind of haunted maze type of thing. There is like eventually they added like a little thing that you could go down there somewhere around here, but this is not, well, this is one of those spots that you think it's good, but it's not good. It's not good at all. Of course, Tilted Towers is going to make a return. I think I'm not as hyped for Tilted Towers so much just because it's already came back in some sort of way. They try to recapture the magic in Chapter 3 with Tilted coming back, but it wasn't the same. Of course, this is the first look at the Battle Pass. You may or may not have seen the leaks, but it's basically every of these skins are remixed, and this is not a full-fledged Battle Pass. This is like a OG. They call it an OG pass, which is like half the length of a battle pass. But as you can see, it's everything mixed together. You got Liam, Peely, and Little Whip together. And then Omega the Knight. But you look at all the weapons they have. You got the Deagle, or the hand cannon. You have the hunting rifle in the split Peely. And you have the RPG, the rocket launcher. I think that's the heavy assault rifle, if I want to say. And then I don't know what the cuddly person is holding. Hold on. Oh, they're holding... Oh, they're holding nothing. They're just doing emote. But look at this. They understand who is going to be the one. They understand the pump being the big daddy. You know, I've Rip Blue. Someone in my community is named Rip Blue. He's gonna have to change his name because it's coming back. The hand cannon's coming back. Very classic weapons. I wonder if the old school skins are going to come back as well in terms of the default. Fortnite OG, dude, this screams old school kind of like messaging. It's very old school. The grapple guns making a comeback. I'm just trying to see the bush the bush items making a comeback as well. There's a little closer look of the Renegade Raider and the Lynx mixed together. It's kind of like a blender of sorts. Of course, builds is here. I'm trying to see if I see anything that I missed. Got Mr. Tomato Head.
Acknowledge me.
That's Roman Reigns. Yes, my tribal chief. You got the blue AR as well, classic assault rifle. Taking a look at everywhere else, it's the same thing. Taco. You got ATKs, the golf carts. Yes, my tribal chief. Making a comeback. Thank you for sharing the live. That's on TikTok, by the way. I will.
Acknowledge me.
Let's see.
Acknowledge me.
Yes, Roman. Yes, I get it, Roman. You're hype. Okay, that should. Anyway, as Roman Reigns would say, the ATKs are back. Classic things, but the thing about these trailers is I was saying it to my chat, is oftentimes people think this is the way Fortnite is played, but it's never played this way. No one builds these little cones with these one houses, these type of builds. They don't do this. Looks like bouncers are making a comeback. If you're a build fan, there is the shopping cart as well. That is nice as well. And I'm just taking a look. There was nothing like using the grapple gun with a shopping cart. It was really good. Let's see. Going for hoverboard's very nice. This is Loot Lake. This is not the Loot Lake that had the house that you see in the floating island currently in Chapter 4, but it's nice to see Loot Lake. I mean, there are some good chests down here in these little shipping containers. This factory right here was very nice. These two little factory splits. It's great to see the hoverboard. It's amazing that they held on to the hoverboard. What is this? What is this thing called? Is this the ATK? No, the shopping, the golf cart. This is the crash something. The crasher or something. Quad crasher. There you go. I got it right. I knew it was on the tip of the tongue. Kevin's making a comeback. I wonder. As I could feel that the seasons are progressing though. You could see different versions of it because this is the pirate season was Chapter 6 from what I remember. That was the season of the pirates. So you got another look at the cannons. You have the minigun making a return, big scary thing, and then you have the plane was season 7 or 8. It was a winter royale when they released a plane. So I don't know if this trailer is progressing throughout the seasons, and I think it might be because that's what they normally do. You're seeing the hamster balls. You're seeing the more of the bush warriors. It is a grapple ball. This is World Cup meta, by the way. This was World Cup meta. This is what I remember. I was able to qualify in a tournament with some clutch hamster ball play. I would build a box and protect my ball. This looks like that one temple area, Tomato Temple. Very classic POI. This was very cavernous at that time, and you never really wanted to get caught in there. Not a really great place to land, if you ask me, unless you're pushing into Tomato Town. But number 1 on the board right now, just wiped out Tomato Town. Back into Dusty Divot. You're seeing that the rocket launcher looks like we have a junk riff as well, making a comeback. You have the meteor on the top left. It should be that if you go up to the meteor, you could have a place to go up there, and there's a place to chill. I remember in a tournament, I was up here in the meteor. I don't think you can see it on the TikTok breakdown, but there's a meteor there. We have the fireworks are making a return as well. Some good vibes happening. Oh, that's the junk riff. I mean, fireworks may come back. I love these little guys, little clingers, dude. Very nice little stickies. Retail Row making a comeback, of course. This is kind of like we're trying to recapture that first trailer that happened a little bit earlier. The hunting rifle is always going to be such a good thing. It's good to see the Stormbreaker again, the plane. Not if you're a builds fan. It'd be interesting to see how the Stormbreaker works in zero builds. I think you could kind of get away from that in zero builds. You could kind of run. Gus, this is by far one of the best place to land that's not a POI is Gus, which is the reason why they call it Gus, just to get everybody up to the OG terms. They call it Gus because if you look down and it looks like GUS, they call it Gus. So I don't want you left out. Lucky Landing. This is the place where Booga landed and won the championship, the World Cup. But you can see more closer remixes of all the different skins, and then of course it goes to Jonesy vibe. And I like this. You can't really see, but But if you look on the YouTube, there's a guy right here in the top right corner. And then, of course, the concept or the loading screen. If you don't know, the OG loading screen had Jonesy looking the other way. So this flipped over, and now it's the other side, which implies that this has always been there. But with a time machine, like, dude, time machine, and then there's a turret. Time machine storylines or anything in the concept of time, if you go back in time, you mess up things. So it'd be interesting to see if that's where they lean into the lore. But that's your breakdown of the trailer. Be sure to follow for more. All right.